everything is working. Can you hear any sound of it? I can't hear anything. There is still no sound. Oh, there it is. Now I can hear the APU is starting. So we have sound. Yoo-hoo! We can fly in about a few minutes. There it is. APU is starting. And let's do the IRS mode again. Go to test and everything is working. Go to STS. First IRN set to align, and the second one for now, and the third one gonna do it now. Okay, that is checked, that is checked, blah 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 blah, and overhead everything is off. Cockpit heating is set. Left and right packs on. APU bleed set and checked. Left and right and the center fuel pump is on. Alright, the seatbelt signs also working. And let's turn on the communication. The navigations are set. And starting with engine number 1. And this is the FMC or the CDU. What do you call it in Airbus? It's the CDU, I think. And in a couple of days I've learned how to use this. It's a little bit different than the FMC and the 737, because in most cases we are flying with the 737. But I've learned in the past 2 days how to fly with an Airbus A320, and I can say that I love this Airbus A320. Let's turn this one, and we can also open up the oxygen masks. Wow, look at that, beautiful. How to open it fully. You can hear it sounds so great. Oxygen test is done. Now we can close this. Not working. Just let it open. No problem. Alright, I think engine number 1 is started up. Let's do number 2. And we turn on all the lights, the strobe lights, beacon lights, wing lights, landing lights, and the runway turn off lights. Try the alarm. Yeah, we're gonna try the alarm. Let's go a little bit back and we go up. We can look to the APU testing. Yes, now it's working. We're gonna do engine left fire test and the right test. That's working awesome, buddies. I love this Airbus A320. Here we come. And we have to wait for the GPS primarily lost. Oh my god, primary lost. Let me look how many times we have sent enter position. We have 7 minutes to go for it. Why it takes so long time, you know? In the meantime, we can talk a little bit about the plugins, and I have also installed the runway plugin, but I don't know if there is some change on the runway and on the taxiways. I don't know. I can see the difference, but if anybody know if there is some difference on the runway from the default versions, please let me know it, because I don't know if there is some change on the runway. Look at that markers and on the signs on the runway. So if anybody know, please let me please tell me it if there is some changements. But look at that, when we come close to the aircraft, you can see this amazing wind behind the turbines. So great. Really, Bullbosphorus loves this, man. Alright, let's select flaps for 2 for takeoff. And you can see that the there it is, the flaps goes down now. So great, man. I love this Xplane 11. From now on we're gonna play with Xplane 11 of course. Evet, pist grafikleri düzelmiş mi? Bunu sizlere sormak istediydim. 20 frames is not playable. Yeah, buddy, it's absolutely playable. There is no problem on it. We can play with 20 frames, no problem. It's working really great, man. I will show you after the takeoff how smooth everything goes. And that's the special of Xplane 11. Okay, let's jump up again in the cockpit and we're gonna look again to some things. How many time we have left for to align. We have 5 minutes to go, so I will tell you about the plugins in 5 minutes. But before we go, we're gonna select the max brake, and the flaps are set to 2, and okay. And we don't do the CDU because we're gonna fly VFR for now, and I will show you some other aircrafts. And from here we can select some great things, you know, altitude and so. I've learned it in 2 days how to fly with an Airbus, and it's amazing. You can also select in thousands of feet, so it goes faster. So we're gonna try to climb to 10,000 feet. And let me look. Auto throttle, you can turn it on. So great aircraft is. And about the plugins, alright, I have first what I've installed is the plugin admin. This is, we can turn it on, then we can see what kind of plugins we have. I have installed Airport Navigator, and this is necessary for when we go to another airport, and then we can check out the taxiways, the gates and everything. You can see it. And we have the AutoGate version 1.72, and it says that it's working automatically when you come to the gate and you're closing your engines, but for so far now I didn't see that it's worked for me. Yes, please let me know how you know it works, and I will try that out. But for so far now I don't have see anything about AutoGate. And better pushback version 0.46, that's another great plugin. We can select how far we can push back, and you can select easily left or right. This is also a great plugin, and I love this one, and I will show you that later. And what is this? SimCoders head shake. Yeah, body head shake is also a great one. When we turning with left aileron or right aileron, you can see the screen is moving to left or right. And there are other great things. When we do the touchdown or reversing, you can see the screen is a little bit shaking, or even when we have some turbulence. So can you fly in the night, please? Yeah, Mohammed, we can do that, but I will show you some things on Xplane, and I will do that. Neo bu. Gizli hesap bu. Neo Airbus A320 Yard Design uçağı. And terrain radar, that's also great for the terrain. It shows the display terrain, and you can see mountains and everything. We have also X camera, but I don't use the settings, so far now I didn't use it. but I will check it later. And we have XRAAS version 2.1, and this is a great one when you're entering a runway or even when you take off on the runway. Some sound will tell you on which runway you are and how long the runway is or left. So this is a great plugin, XRAAS 2.1. And we have also the A320 Neo, and it showed up here in this box. When we go to the next page, we have A320 components, diagnostic plugins. Hell to know what that is, I don't know. SASL, I don't know what that is. And Yard Design Sound Engine is also installed. And Yard Design 3D Sound Engine. So that's all about this, and we can see this displays are come up. We don't use the checklist for so far now. We can go. And okay, let's go. Let's go. Would you like to see it from the cockpit? Yes, we're gonna do it from the cockpit. Evet arkadaşlar, kalkışımızı yapalım. The best way to buy this one is from how did you call, from Steam. I have bought it last week from Steam. It was with some price offer. It was on sale, so I bought it for 40 euro, I believe, but now it's 60 euro. Okay, there we go. We're gonna take off with this amazing aircraft. Full power. What happened? Maximum power is set.
On runway 35 right.
We have extreme much loaded. The aircraft is moving really slow on the runway because of the maximum loaded. I was forget to unload some persons and cargo, but okay, no problem. We have passed about 100. There's 120, and I hope the runway length is enough for this. We're coming close to 140. Look at that sound, it's so great, man. What happened, guys? Who was banned? What is the problem? De graphics van de runway vind je wat minder. Oké, ja, ik weet het ook niet. Alright, there we two cook off. Ik heb ook een paar dingen geïnstalleerd, maar ik weet niet of dat allemaal gelukt is, dus daarom vroeg ik van of die graphics wel mooi waren. Look at that, how beautiful that looks, man. Speed. It says speed, so we lower the nose a little bit. With maximum power, let's look from the outside. How it looks from outside. Woo! Great takeoff. Look at that graphics. Echt gaaf, heel mooi. En we kunnen zelfs turbulentie aanzetten. We can even turn on turbulation. And you can see the aircraft wing is shaking like crazy. But by pressing Shift and L or key, it will spool up the daylight for later or earlier. So let's do it. When we're pressing L, it goes to late. And you can see it's dark. And you can look at that beautiful lightning. So great. Not too much. Alright, this is great. And let's see the flaps up. Still going with maximum power. Look at that, how beautiful this is, buddies. Xplane 11, I really love the lightning effects and the graphics are so beautiful, man. Vay, ne güzel, ne güzel. This is how it looks. Xplane 11. Look at the lightning. Şu ışığı görüyor musunuz arkadaşlar? Ve bulutların içine girdiğinde de çok güzel bir görüntü var. And when you fly into the clouds, you can see great cloud effects. Yakında Xplane 11 ile uçuşlarımızı başlatacağız. Bundan yapacağız. Ve gerçekten çok mutluyum bu simülatörü aldığım için. Ya diğer 3 tane çeşitli simülatörle uçacağız. Yani Flight simülatör var bildiğiniz gibi. Prepar3d ve Xplane 11. Je moet de zwarte ronde knop drukken. Zwarte ronde knop. Oh, dit bedoel je. Ja, daar heb ik... dan moet je de flex instellen eerst. Dat is de go around button. Dat gaan we niet doen. Maar... even kijken, wat hebben we nog meer? We kunnen nog even de licht aanzetten in de cockpit. Dat doen we hiermee. Turn on the lights in the cockpit. You can also see everything. And when you're turning to right, it turns so smoothly. And there is some aircraft coming there. Look at that there. Another aircraft. Alright, let's try to turn back to the airport and try to do a landing. Throttles to idle and nose down. And let's use a little bit spoilers. Look at that, man. We have great effects on this one. And by pressing M you can see the map where you're flying actually. So we're flying above Black Sea. And we have to make the turn and we can try to land at the airport. Press again on M and the display is gone. That's so great to see everything. Mohammed, jij zegt naast die knop die je drukte voor het opstijgen, dat moet bij de Airbus. Ja, ik snap wat je bedoelt. Alleen ik heb het gewoon handmatig gedaan, omdat we doen nu gewoon even een voorstelling. En, vandaar. Oké, daar is de airport. Turn off the auto throttle. From here I can see the runway. Oké, we gaan een nachtlanding doen, een avondlanding. Kijk hoe mooi dat allemaal eruit ziet. Ziet er zo mooi uit, jongen. Echt waar. Xplane 11. De makers van Xplane 11. Top. Echt waar. Abi hangi Türk dizilerini izliyorsun? Vallahi eskiden Kurtlar Vadisi'ni izliyordum. O da bitti artık. Pek fazla izlemiyorum şu anda. Türk Malı da vardı. O da bitti. Onu da izliyorduk. O da bitti. Artık izlediğim bir dizi yok benim. Pek fazla dizi izlemem. Evet, biraz uçağımızın hızını keselim şöyle. Nose up a little bit and using our spoilers for the landing. speed is a little much too much.
2,500.
I don't know if you can land the aircraft with this speed. I don't think so. But look at that highway on the ground. Look at that, so beautiful. You can see the cars driving on the ground.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Alright, our speed is too high. I'm trying to do the speed dropping down to below 180. The plugins are for free, my friend. It's free. It's not money. But for the aircraft, we have paid a lot of money. So we have got it with all the donations. We've bought Xplane and 757, 767, the 777, the A320, and all that stuff. We have bought it with all that add-ons.
Approaching 17 left.
There we are on the approach. So let's select flaps 1. Flaps 2.
$500.
500.
$400. $300. $200. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. $100.
50. Come on, buddy, say it.
40. 30. 20.
Long landing. Long landing. 7,000 feet remaining.
Spoilers and reverse thrust. And manually braking. And I will do the replay on it. And it's a long landing. Oh, exciting landing. So, great sound. Alright, let's try another aircraft, but firstly I will show you the replay, the landing. You can hear people applauding for Captain Bullbosphorus. That was a great landing. Alright, let's do a replay from the outside by pressing Alt-R. I think, yes, there is this. And let's go a little bit back, and there we press on play from the outside. Look at the approach. Wow, beautiful. Çok güzel görüntü. Xplane 11. Now the 767. Alright, buddy, after this we will do the 767. But look at that graphics, man. Oh my god, the lightning effects, you know, so beautiful. I believe I can fly. Look at that. We have used the spoilers because for the drag of the runway, for the speed. And now we're gonna press Shift 4. Shift 2, and lower the camera. Look at that. Woo! Aircraft passed.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Wow, look at that great landing. Let's do a daylight. That was a great landing. Alright, and now we're gonna stop the replay. Go to the aircraft, and there it is. still on the ground. Now it's time to start up. Oh, what happened? There it is, 767.
Sounds loaded.
Alright, this is finally working.
On runway 09, right.
Alright, we're gonna
Flaps,
select flaps. Select flaps 5 and RTO brake. Yeah, this is the aircraft that I know. So absolutely this is gonna working. Landing lights, look at that effects on the runway, and engine start switches continuous. Logo lights on and positions drop. Anti-collision is on, the lights, everything is on. APU off, checked. We don't gonna do too much about the checklist, so we can take off. And of course, the FMC is working with the Zibo mod. But, okay, there we go. Park brake off. Look at that great sound. $80 knots cross check. I can give you the Norwegian one. You mean about the 767? Okay, let's smoothly take off. Smooth takeoff, gear up. Wow, love the Zibo mod. It's working great. It was a great takeoff. Look at this sound effect. It's also looking better than PMDG, man, the graphics. So great. Alright, nose down a little bit. Look at the wing effects. Let's try to fly at a low altitude, and I will show you the ground graphics. Flying over a river, look at that there. Do a daylight, make it better on the ground. So we do a low passing over the town. Look at that wing flexing, so great, man. I love this. Yeah, absolutely. Xplane 11 is better than Flight Simulator X. Look at the graphics. Look at that wing. Look at that wing. So great. Alright, let's give him maximum power and we pull up the nose. Like a rocket in the air. Watch out for the stall. So nose down a little bit and climbing. Let's fly again in the clouds. Let's look how it looks. Look at the cloud effects. When you fly in a cloud, you can see the cloud effects on the window. So great, man. It's so realistic. The default version of Xplane 11 is so realistic. Better than Flight Simulator X add-ons. Yeah, we're gonna... no, I'm not playing Flight 787. I'm only playing with Flight Simulator, Xplane and Prepar3d. There we are above clouds. Look at the beautiful clouds. There is an airport there, so let's try to land the aircraft there, below. And where was the runway? Oh, there is the runway. I don't know which airport this is, but I'm gonna trying to land there with this aircraft. This is the Zibo mod 737. Looks like London City. Ja, dat is het ook. Dat is London City. Yeah, Samuel, we just trying the aircraft, so it's not a real flight for today. But for the first time, we are showing Xplane 11, and in the future we're gonna fly. We're gonna do flights from A to point B with one aircraft or maybe two aircrafts. So this is for today. I will show you the Xplane 11 on our computer, how it works. So we're gonna make the turn and we're gonna try to land the aircraft. Look at the ground sceneries, looking so fantastic. Even kijken hoe dat van binnen eruit ziet. Een hele mooie draai gemaakt. Oké, Okay, daar is the landingsbaan, there is the runway, so we're gonna land the aircraft there at that airport. Look at the reflections on the river. Beautiful river. It's at downset. Hele mooie reflecties. Okay, flaps 5 and auto brake to 2. Daar is de baan waar we gaan landen. Wow, there are so many great effects on this simulator, man. Really different. Still can't believe it. And let's select flaps 15 in the meantime. 1,000 feet to go. There is the runway. I can see the runway. Can you either see the runway? So let's select flaps 30. Right, there is the runway. Here we coming. Approaching runway 27. The gear is down, flaps 30, and we're gonna use manually the spoilers and manually braking. I'm sorry, brake is at set 2. There we coming. Lower the gear. I hope we are on time. Look at the bridge here. Oops.
3,000 feet remaining.
Maximum brakes. Holy, that was a great landing.
Caution, short runway.
Short runway. So that was a great landing, man. Spoilers down in the tent. And let's do again the replay by pressing Alt R and spooling back a little bit. Let's pull it back to here and let's play. Oh, the gear was not down. We did it at the last moment. That was so exciting, the landing. Zo gaaf, jongen, die grondgrafieken. Yeah, the ground came up fast, and of course, look at that. We did it at the last moment. The gear was now going down. Look at that, gear is going down. At the last moment. Whoa, look at that, look at that, look at that. On time, on time. Oh, yes, 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 we are on time. Maybe 2 seconds too late, but we are on time. Look at that maximum braking. Let's do another replay, but this time looking from another camera. Let me check which camera we can use. Spotter's camera. We can use a spotter's camera on the final. Look at that, look at that. Woo! Like St. Martin Airport. Was a little bit bumpy landing. And final there is the spoilers coming. At maximum braking at London City. Yeah, the wheels came down a bit late. We forget it. But no worries, the aircraft is safe on the ground. Right, let's try another aircraft. Go to the airport. Which one can we use? Alright, we are still at the ground. On which airport it is? We can zoom a little bit and we can see that it's AGLC, and I don't know which aircraft or airport this is. Where we can read out which airport it is. Nowhere, we can read it nowhere. It's on the window. This is so beautiful. Let's turn on the wipers. Where are the wipers? Oh, here it is. The wipers are not working fast. Alright, anyway, let's turn on the lights. Select flaps. We can select flaps 5 for takeoff, and the landing lights, turn it on. Alright, I think we are ready for takeoff. Look at that on the ground. This is how it looks when it's rainy, and you can see the effects behind the aircraft. It's looking so amazing. Can you make an emergency landing with a bird in the engine? How we can do that? How we can practice an engine failure with a bird strike? That's what you mean. Alright, let's take off. Did anybody know how to turn on the birds at an airfield for an engine failure? Alright, let's go. Give full throttle. Come on, Noldo. What happened there? V1 and rotate. Gear up. Look at it, great rain effects. Retracting the flaps and looking from the outside, you can see the aircraft is taking nice. turning to right at Istanbul, rainy. A Boeing 757. Great sound. Evet, bird strike nasıl yapıldığını bilmiyoruz. O yüzden o failure yapamıyoruz. Yeah, buddy. You can see your face like a buddy in a candy store. Yeah, buddy. This is when you see Xplane 11. This is so amazing, buddy. Oh, lovely. I can play all the day. Xplane 11. Look at that great effects. Swinging to left or right. It's working fine. Look at that, how we're turning these aircraft. Look at that, how we're turning. A 757 on the turn for a landing. Lower the gear. Making a steep turn. Using the spoilers. This is how the 757 looks, and that's what I love it, man. A 777 bird strike, smooth as possible. My aviation addict. I don't know how to set up a bird strike. If you know it, please tell me and I will do it. But I don't know how to set it up. I've never tried it on Xplane 11.
Caution,
Maximum reverse. Maximum brakes. 100. Oh my god, it's so hard to brake with the aircrafts in Xplane 11. Oh, there we are on time on the runway. Whew. Look at that, how that looks. I've used all the runway except the last 300 meters. Let's do another replay for the landing. Or we can even do first a takeoff. Replay at the takeoff. Spoiler alerts, smooth as possible. Alright, my friend, what are you doing? Good sound. Look at that, all the rain on the ground. It's killing all the people on the ground, man. Take it easy. Killed us. So mooi. Great takeoff. Aleykümselam Havacı Türk, hoş geldiniz, merhabalar. Xplane 11'i gösteriyoruz sizlere. Now the landing, we check out the landing at the approach. There it is. On the final with rainy. Now pressing on the spotter's camera. Maximum braking. It was a little bit too fast with an emergency landing. Ooh, that's so great. The aircraft is jumping up and down. Lol. That's a great lull, man. Alright, what next? Let's try the Phantom F4. This is a fighter jet. And with this fighter jet you can do great movements, great things on the flight. Just a moment. Let's open up flight configuration and be selecting another aircraft. Phantom F4. Let's start new flight. Look at that.
On runway 35, right.
On the runway with a Phantom F4. But first of all, we're gonna change the scattered. We're gonna turn off the rain. Precipitation, turn it off. Temperature, everything is okay. Done. Let's use broken clouds. Apply it. And there we ready to go. Here we go. Phantom F4. great. We are 2 persons in the aircraft. Oh my god, we are in the cloud. Level off. There we are above the clouds. Smoothness. Alright, let's try to descend and fly low over the country. Check out how the spoiler's working here on this aircraft. Oh, it's below the wings. Throttle to idle. Here we come into the clouds. This is how it looks when you're looking from here, from the cockpit. Wow, look at that, so beautiful, man. And nice turn. The bridges, the Turkish bridges. Let's fly there over the Turkish bridges. Maximum power. This is the first bridge. It's not so realistic, but okay. I understand that there is a bridge. Black Sea. Wow! Great passing over the bridge, and this is the third bridge. Evet, 3. köprü burada gözüküyor. This is the third bridge. Look at that, beautiful! Woohoo! And fly in the sky like a rocket. Yeah, buddy, I can fly. How we can use the rockets? Did anybody know how to use the rockets? Is it possible with Xplane 11? Steep turns, very nice. To the moon. Yeah, buddy, we go to the moon. We gaan naar de maan toe. Nog een keer dalen, een beetje power terug. Het is nu heel erg stil omdat we de power terug hebben getrokken. We zijn er bijna. Een klein beetje dalen. veel wolken op een lage hoogte. We volgen de lichten, daar zien we lichten, een beetje avondgordel. Een beetje te gek voor woorden om zo visual te vliegen. Maar daar zien we de lichten en we gaan even vol power geven. Bombarderen. Nee, natuurlijk niet. Dat gaan we niet doen. Vlieg boven de snelweg. Kijk hoe mooi, jongen, die lichten, jongen. Echt gruwelijk. Woe! Istanbul, hello! Net onder de wolken. En daar is de Zwarte Zee weer, Black Sea. Nou, dat was heel mooi. We gaan even proberen om te landen. Let's try to land this aircraft, but first we have to search for an airport. Where is Istanbul Airport? There it is, to the left. To the left, to the left. There's the airport. Niet te stijl dalen. Dus, probleem raken zo meteen. There it is. There's the runway. I can see the runway lightnings there. Throttle all the way down, and we're gonna using the spoilers. Right, let's try to land the air fighter jet on the runway. Klein beetje afremmen. Even vanuit de cockpit kijken wat onze snelheid is. Zo, we komen nog best wel hard. Lower the gear. Komt nog veel te snel. We gaan op baan 17 rechts landen. Runway 17 right. Komt ie. Oké. beetje te hard. Maar het kan wel. That was the Phantom F4. Really great fighter jet. Alright, let's choose another one, a last one, and then we're gonna stop this live streaming. Dit ziet er ook echt heel mooi uit. Gewoon echt. De cursors staan aan, even uitzetten. Oké, dat is een hele oude livery van de Turkish Airlines. Ik ga gelijk flaps 5 uitkiezen. Turn on the landing lights, the beacon lights, logo lights, wing lights, runway lights, everything is on, taxi lights, strobe lights. And for so far now everything is okay. Seatbelt sign and no smoking sign auto. No worry about this one, and right, let's take off. Firstly we turn off the clouds. I don't like the clouds when flying visual. So weather, clouds are clear, and then let's do the daylight at normal
On
day.
runway 35 right.
And
On runway 35 right.
Right, we are ready for takeoff, so let's do the takeoff. Takeoff power set.
Five 1,000 feet remaining.
Positive gear up. Flaps up. We're speeding up. What is that sound emitting? Blue engines. This is on old livery. Motoren bewegen, dat is een gek. Dat is een oprijden. Hoe houden die motoren bewegen? Eens kijken. Dan raken we straks een motor kwijt. 777. Turkish Airlines livery. The Bullbosphorus is turning at Istanbul. The 777 is the Bullbosphorus. Makes the turning in his own country in the Bosphorus. Motoren geluid te luid. Oh, maar ik moet even verminderen. Ik hoop dat dit wat beter is. Zo. Ik denk dat het wat beter is. Nou is het motorengeluid wat minder geworden. We gaan een hele mooie landing doen op Istanbul. Right, let's try another landing with the 777 at Istanbul airport. And this is how it looks when you're making the approach. So great view, man. Right, about 5 minutes we are ending our live stream. So there was the actually the Xplane 11 showing you. Ja, ik weet het ook niet. Turkish Airlines heeft zomaar een blauwe motoren. Maar dit hebben ze zo gedaan. Ik denk dat omdat het gewoon een fictief livery is geweest. Lower the gear. It was a fictional livery, so I think that was the reason why they've used blue engines for the Turkish Airlines. I can't remember that Turkish Airlines have ever had blue engines. But okay, now we're gonna try to land the 777 at runway 17 left, and the gear is down and the flaps are set to 15. Let's do a last landing with the 777. Approaching runway 17 left. And we are a little bit too high. Let's try to drop down the nose. There it is. And spoilers, reverse thrust. So that was a great landing with the 777. En iedereen applaudisseert ons. We krijgen een applausje van de passagiers. Hele mooie landing. En we gaan natuurlijk of course een replay doen. Exit the runway when able. Hey, daar ligt iets op de taxiway. Nummertje 3 ligt op taxiway. Dat is vreemd. Spoilers down in the tent. We have landed the 777. Great landing. Oké, we gaan eventjes voluit remmen. En we do another replay. Hallo Luca, goedemiddag, welkom aan boord. We zijn bijna op het einde van de livestream. We gaan nog heel even een replay doen hoe we de take-off hebben gedaan. Alt-R. En ik moet je zeggen, Xplane 11 werkt echt gaaf. Even kijken. Oh, daar gaat hij al. Wacht ervoor. Joehoe, there it goes. Xplane 11, 777, Turkish Airlines met een blauwe motoren. Nooit eerder gezien, maar ik denk dat het een fictieve livery is. Even nog een keer van dichtbij kijken. Daar gaat hij. Oh, nice take-off. Zo mooi. Okay, that was a great takeoff. And now we're gonna look to the landing. How we made the landing. Let's press it from here, and then we can go to this camera, a spotter's camera. Look at the engine is going up and down. It's so crazy. Zo mooi. En ik heb expres de spoilers gebruikt om de snelheid eruit te halen. I've used the spoilers because to get more drag. Or airspeed was too high. Zo, was een hele rustige en een mooie landing. A 777, there was a nice touchdown and a nice landing. Alright captains, thank you very much for watching this live stream with Bullbosphorus. And in the future we're gonna fly with 3 different simulators, Flight Simulator X, Prepar3d version 4.1, and of course Xplane 11. So welcome Xplane 11 on our channel, and have a great time with flying with Bullbosphorus with Xplane 11, and hope to see you next time guys. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and have a nice day. I see you next time.